TV. I'm your host, Sadiqwah Sommers, coming to you from Daniel Street in Milford. And tonight we are going to rock the house. We're going to push it to the limit. And I'm not talking about in the sky. I'm not talking about in this class, nor in his class. I'm talking about the limit, Milford's own Mark.
Hi. How are you guys?
Tell me hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good.
All right.
So you guys are performing tonight. Big night. Feels good to be home? Performing home?
Oh yeah, feels fine. Yeah, sure. It's always more special when you do it at home, just because you have the opportunity to do it in front of your family and really close friends. And if you were to get a look at the audience downstairs, I mean, you're looking at even
Grandma.
Grandma might be there.
Grandma might be. I think I saw her. She had on the red pumps like me.
Red pumps and probably a Twisted Sister T-shirt, I think. But yeah, so you have a nice range of folks. That's fantastic. So it's definitely priceless. I do agree.
Now, did you walk here?
I drove here, but depending on how this interview goes, and of course the set, because I probably won't.
You might walk back.
I might be thirsty. I might walk back. It's all good.
It's a nice night.
It's a nice night.
So let's talk about the tracks that you're performing tonight. Some of them are off of your latest CD, Reinventing the Sun, which personally I think is very clever. I think it speaks for itself. What can your fans expect from this album as opposed to other albums in the past?
Interesting point, because albums are so not the thing to do. And what's been happening is that rock is kind of the uncool thing right now, and it has been pretty uncool for a while. There's a couple of bands out there that are carrying the torch, a little bit different than what we do, but they're carrying the torch, and that's a good thing. But with that, I think the album is a piece of art all on its own. It's a collection of pieces that are put together. So why does this album stand out? I think it stands out because it is actually an entire piece of work. We have to go back into the studio in October, and then once we do, that's going to be based on doing EPs, which are going to be short run. I'm going to see what that's about. I don't know what the future holds, to be quite honest with you.
You guys have a bright future. I've been reading reviews all across the country, Italy, Sweden, Germany. What does it feel like to be independent artists and have that much support, even in other countries?
Up to a point, it does service your ego a little bit because it makes you feel something
I see your
special.
head and your hair got bigger.
My head and my hair?
And your hair.
See, I can't wear baseball caps because I don't look good with them. I'm not kidding, seriously, it's just freaking huge once I put it on. But no, so it does service your ego just a little bit for a little while, but then you realize that you got to take the good with the bad and work from that point on. It really is about the art, and it always has been, and it has to be. So,
you guys, your music is described as modern hard rock sound with a little vintage twist. Who were some of your favorites growing up?
I think the very first thing I can remember is Michael J. Fox playing guitar in Back to the Future. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
You did? What did you think?
It's one of my favorites.
When he kicked over the amp doing Johnny Be Good? Right?
It's a classic moment.
Absolutely. Cool. Well, that's kind of where it started. Other than that, you have other guys like, Ozzy, I think, was probably the first guy I liked a lot, with Randy Rhoads.
I like Ozzy.
You name it, I probably love it. And then, of course, there's a few people that have very special to my heart, like Led Zeppelin, Pearl Jam. And those bands found their way a little bit closer.
Now, I gotta ask, because I read somewhere that one of your albums were recorded in a castle.
Yeah.
How did that come about? What's the story behind that?
The most random things in the world, man.
And where is the castle?
It's in upstate New York, just
wow.
outside of Utica. And that's a team that we love to work with. It's fantastic people. And it's weird how things sometimes line up, because most of the things in the universe and the world are just completely out of your control. As an artist, you have to make great art, and if you find yourself around good people, then be thankful.
Talking about good people, there's a lot of great local artists here in the area, in the tri-state area. Who are some of the local artists that you are looking forward to recording with maybe sometime in the future?
That's an interesting point, because I really don't go out often at all.
Really?
Yeah, I literally, I'm not kidding, I sit at home and I...
drink vodka.
Well, that gets in the mix.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, I sit and I record and I write all the time. So that's, and when I do go out, anything with Phil Conine in it is great.
Yeah.
Anything with John Conine or Ben Erickson in it, I love a lot. Those guys are fantastic. So it's anything with them is great.
Now, Mark is one of 3 of the members for The Limit, and we also have Bob and Todd. And where are they? Because they're supposed to be here. They're out and about, socializing, just getting ready. Well, we got a few more minutes. I'm looking at my watch.
I think you dropped something.
Yeah, I did drop something, and I don't have a watch on.
That's the vodka kicking in, maybe, right? I don't think so. I've been drinking before her. She looks fine.
We have to wrap up because we only have a few more minutes.
Do
but
we
thank
really?
you. Yeah, we do.
Well, these guys can edit out a whole bunch of stuff they don't want. It's all good. Like the whole rambling part in the beginning.
Okay, so now what's I saw a picture of the fur coat and the leather pants.
Yeah.
Now, was that you or was that?
Well, my brother, who's the drummer, was wearing the fur coat.
Okay.
And literally, we're in my mom's basement, just looking at some weird stuff. And my mom is, she's from Poland, right? Actually, the whole family is. My brother and I were born here. But the beauty about this is that I found this fur coat, and we were just joking around with Todd and myself and Bob. And I was like, hey, Bob, you would look totally badass with this coat on. You know, very Russian mafia, you know, KGB, right?
Yeah.
Have you
Now,
seen that?
Did he pimp the collar? Did he like pop the collar a little
I
bit?
probably told him he should. I mean, the collar on the fur coat was a round kind of collar.
Okay.
It wasn't like, you know, because it was, I hate to say this, it was a women's fur coat. Cool, it's very long. But Bob, don't hate me for it. I love you. But it was a women's fur coat. And what happened is it looked fine on him. And then, you know, it just, I might have pissed some people off along the way telling him it's a good idea to wear it. But whatever. It's all good, right?
Anytime you wear a fur coat,
Yeah.
leather pants, you're a rock hard, kick-ass mother effer. Wouldn't you agree?
Man, I guess it depends.
I mean, your hair says a lot.
Does it?
Yeah, it
I
does.
just washed it
speaks
today.
Volumes.
I haven't washed a thing in 3 days. I washed it today and I shaved today. I didn't have to do anything besides play music for 3 days. I didn't shave or wash.
Did you do that for me or did you do that for tonight's event?
Well, I had a hint that you were showing up, and I'm
Okay.
like, dude, if she's gonna be there, I gotta be prime. Of course, the vodka's, you know, putting a shine on me.
This
Hopefully
is
you don't
actually
mind.
water, H2O. It's good for our pores.
We're acting. We're actors. Cheers.
Cheers. And I was late, but Mark is okay.
She's good. You're all good, man.
But yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. We have to get downstairs. They have a big show for tonight. But remember, you heard it here first. I'm Sadiqwah Sommers, and you're watching LRG TV.
Thank you for the opportunity.